For 3 days after the Super Bowl, many Las Vegas bettors have not been able to cash in on their winnings. The William Hill app was down until just a couple of hours ago. Fox 5's Drew Andre is live tonight with the major concerns it caused bettors. Drew?
Well, John, no sporting event is bet on more than the Super Bowl. And William Hill, bettors that placed a cash to bet in the Super Bowl had been left in the dark, unable to log into their mobile account until tonight, when they're finally let back in.
Unable to start. This is what met William Hill bettors for days. Jerome McGee's $40,000 bet on a Chiefs win in the Super Bowl cashed in, bringing his account to a whopping $220,000 total. He thought.
Right after the game, I was so excited about them coming back and winning. I kept trying to log in my account and I couldn't.
So he and thousands others have waited and wondered if they'll get paid out. Tuesday, William Hill apologized to customers and said they were aggressively working to bring back the apps, saying, "We have pinpointed the cause of the system failure and are now working through the resolution with all of our available resources." In the same statement, announced their sportsbooks are back open and operating. Wednesday, though, a sign at one of their sportsbooks said no account deposits or withdrawals.
I've never been in a situation where a billion-dollar company is doing what they're doing right now.
If something was going to break, this is usually the time it would break, which is unfortunate because this is when most people are using it.
Gaming expert David Schwartz says how the company reacts will be important.
How they work to get those customers back. Obviously that's a big issue if people can't access their money. So the company would really have to take some extraordinary steps there just to try to show good faith for their customers.
But for the big time bettor McGee, it's too late.
What are you thinking of them now moving forward?
I'm done with them.
Jerome lives in Sacramento and told me he plans tomorrow to drive to Reno and cash out all of his money. The Nevada Gaming Control Board told us that they are investigating what happened. John?
Drew, thank you. And tonight, William Hill placed $50 in impacted customers' accounts and said next week a second $50 bonus bet will be added to be used by March 15th.